Goedemorgen iedereen. Ik ben hier met een nieuwe vlog. I'm usually here with Tom, but I'm taking over his YouTube today. So I'm taking you with me to Disneyland. This is my first solo trip ever here and a little nervous, really excited. We're gonna walk around starting with the front of the park. This is literally the entrance. It's so funny because this is just a random regular Wednesday. And I bought a hopper ticket for the day. So just really excited to spend the day here. I think my goal of the day is going to be to ride a ton of rides by myself, eat a ton of food, especially because it's like the fall Halloween food and it's only usually until the end of October. And just have a really good time, maybe even meet people. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. So let's get started on this little walk around. We're gonna start here on Main Street. Het is geweldig. Over here is like the little train that takes you around Disney. And this is really like the entrance, the starting point. I am a really big fan of Disney. When I lived in Southern California before, I used to have my annual pass, but haven't had one since. I'm literally here for the pumpkins. For this little pumpkin over here. It is fall time, so it's like a Halloween moment. There's different food, different things. One of the rides is even different and everything is like decorated, which is so cute. The last time I was here was back in April and I was with Tom and he did not like it whatsoever. So one of my coworkers gave me a code to a discounted ticket. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take myself and not worry about anyone else and just have a good time here. So really excited for my first solo trip. I am going to show you guys what I eat, where we're going, maybe some different merch and some prices. And als je een Nederlander hier in de VS of je hier op vakantie, I'll have some good tips for you guys and other things. Zo, ik ben een beetje gek en ik heb een lijst met verschillende eten en drinken. And I want to eat or drink everything that I have on my list. I screenshotted a bunch of things. We watched Josh Wiseman a lot on YouTube and he had a lot of recommendations. So my goal is to get through those lists and try them for you guys, let you know how much everything is, and just see what we could get into on this beautiful Wednesday. I took the day off work for this, so it should be good. But first things first, I really need a coffee. So we're gonna go toward Toontown and we're gonna look for my first cold brew of the day. There's a bunch of coffees right now for the fall time. So let's see what we could find. I think there was like a pumpkin spice tiramisu moment that I really wanted to try. I always think that this Disneyland is really special because it's the first Disneyland that was ever made. And I've been to this Disneyland, I've gone to Downtown Disney in Orlando, and I've gone to Disneyland Paris, and I still think this one is indeed the most special. I have so many memories here as a kid, and I do hope one day I have like an annual pass again to enjoy it the way that I did when I did have one. This one is Tomorrowland. That's like a whole other land that we'll go into later. And then you go into like each different section and they're all like themed. And then the other nice thing when you're at Disneyland is that they have an app for you. And you could see like all the ride times and the waits. So I'm gonna put in some passes soon, but first, like I said, we need to find our first coffee of the day. I was late coming here this morning because I was so excited I couldn't sleep. But now we're here and I'm so excited. Okay, let's get to the coffee. I'll show you guys the next part when we get there. We're now entering Fantasyland and this is where we have to go to get to the next part. I need to find my coffee in Toontown, I believe. OMG. I think, yeah, I find Disneyland to be so fun, so beautiful. Maar ik wist dat was een dag zonder kinderen en alleen for adults, maar I don't think they have that. So Let's get into this. I'm so ready for all the rides. This is Peter Pan. This is the special carousel that's always been here. As you go through the park, I think everyone has their ears on, different Disney merch. And just a little tip for my Nederlanders that komt hier op vakantie. Je kunnen bij Walmart gaan. Last time I came here, I didn't have my ears. I forgot them. So I told Tom, I was like, we're gonna pass by Walmart. Ended up getting these really cute ears that light up for like $20. Because I think here, die zijn bijna €40. And you guys know I am partially a Dutchie myself. So therefore, I am not paying €40 for ears. So I got mine at Walmart. Big tip for you guys. There is a Walmart on your drive to Disneyland, and you can just pass by and pick some up. So big tip. This is where I'm in line at Cafe Daisy. And you can just see all the small things they do for decor. Miss Daisy right here. And I want to go pick up this coffee so I can get my day really started. Okay, besties, we got our first food of the day. I got really hot already. Already had to take off the sweater. I think today's high is like 72 degrees. Okay, anyways, first food of the day. We're at Daisy's Cafe in Toontown. Ik heb hier een tiramisu pumpkin cold brew met, I wasn't gonna do this, but I also got the little apple donuts. I got tricked into it when I got there. So all this together though was $15, $7 for the coffee, $6 for the donuts. Cold brew itself is not, ooh, I already taste like the syrup and everything, but I need to mix her up a little more. We got a little ladyfinger that fell in there. That's really good. Cheers. That was a really good decision. Honestly, I like them more than I thought I would. They don't have that like artificial apple taste. They're soft, they're fluffy. I'm gonna eat one more for good measure, you guys. Maar dit is heerlijk, super lekker. This is really good. Good way to start the day. We're going on our first ride of the day. It's a small world. It only had like a 5-minute wait, so I'm gonna finish my coffee and then we're gonna go on there. I'm gonna look for the little Dutch figurines. This is mijn eerste tijd alleen by myself on a ride. So excited. I'm a little scared because I get scared when I'm alone on a ride. Here we are. A little scary, dare I say. Just a little scary. It's time for our second solo ride. We are at Space Mountain. I got my ticket to ride by myself. And so far, the first ride I did was It's a Small World. Scary. I was by myself. There wasn't anyone in the boat behind me. And I have the weirdest irrational fear that the characters are going to come to life. So my hope is that the characters never come to life and chase me. A very weird irrational fear. This is really good though, being single rider, because the wait is like 30 minutes and I'm literally about to get on, you guys. I just rode the first 2 rides by myself. It was so scary. Like, I didn't think I'd be that scared on the rides, but I have this just irrational fear that all the characters are gonna come to life and come for me. So I did It's a Small World, and then I did Space Mountain. But I got on Space Mountain super duper fast, so that actually was really good because I have waited for that ride for like an hour in the past. Especially like when you're with a friend, you obviously don't want to ride separate. But now we're gonna make our way toward, I have a multi-lane fast pass majig. No idea how these work. I saw the add-on and I bought it. So now we're gonna make our way to the Haunted Mansion. I love the Haunted Mansion, and during Halloween is the best because they change it into more like Christmassy for the Nightmare Before Christmas. So let's start going that way and I'll show you guys around on the walk. So this is Frontierland and this here is Adventureland. This is like the Western-ish part of Disneyland. I always enjoy this part. I think it's so cute, it's so quaint, and there's a lot of rides on this side and a lot of food.
Let me try.
Lots of shopping, and today I already picked up my water. I didn't want to bring a bottle, so I picked up my own water. It was like $7. But you gotta do what you gotta do. De eerste keer dat ik heb naar Disneyland gegaan was wanneer ik was 3 jaar oud. Mijn ouders altijd named mij here. They always took me for birthdays, for big trips, and we would always drive from Northern California all the way down to Southern, just to like come here and go with the family. And I was telling my mom the other day when I was in the Bay Area, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna do a solo trip to Disneyland. And she goes, do you not have friends? And then she asked me how much it is. And she said back when she used to take us, it was about like $50. And for today, I spent $171 for my hopper ticket, but with the like multi-pass thing to like cut lines. So not too bad for me. I think the regular ticket hopper is about like $250 without the multi-pass if you do it that way. So here's some more. There's like this little water in the middle. And usually at night they have Fantasmic here. So that's like one of my favorite evening shows, but it's closed for the season. So I won't be watching that tonight. And then usually when I need a foot break, I take the Mark Twain boat over here. And it just like takes you around the river and tells you some American history. And then you could eat on this side, sit down for a bit, and we're going toward New Orleans Square. So this is great, you guys. As a single rider, I actually really like being here alone. They give you a little pass, and then you join like the single rider side, so then I'm not in that line. And then this is Soarin', so one of my favorite rides. I just remember going here as a kid all the time, and I loved it. So I think you have to wait like 10 to 15 minutes a person, but we'll see how long it takes me. Just got off Soarin'. I'm starting to get tired. You know, I turned 30 this year and the body's feeling it. I don't know if I'm going in the right direction, but it's fine. We're almost at 11,000 steps for the day. Got here around like 9:30 in the morning, so I think that's pretty good. And it is gezellig here. I plan to be on this side of the park until like, I don't know, 6:30, 7:30. And I have to go this way. So let's go to the Avengers campus. Yeah, this is like the entrance to this side. We're going to Guardians of the Galaxy. When I first ever came here, it was Tower of Terror, so it was a totally different ride, and they have a Halloween version, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. I've never been on this ride during this season, so totally something different for me. Als je kunt zien, het is echt vol hier. Daar zijn heel veel mensen, maar voor mij, it is still super fun. Spider-Man's over there, probably signing autographs and stuff. If you come here with kids, you can have autographs signed. When I was a kid, I always had like an autograph book and I would ask for all the signatures, even though like they're literally just people in costume. But this is the Spider-Man show in there. And then we're going on to that ride right there, this big tower. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. If you've seen the movie, leave a comment. But it brings you up, it brings you down. I took Tom on here like 6 years ago and he freaked out. It really scared him. So I think it's good I'm going by myself. There's lots of food in this area also. So I've eaten at Pim's before. We had like a really big chicken schnitzel. It wasn't that good, but you know, it was part of the experience. And I think that was from Deadpool, that restaurant. They have chicken shawarma there. I saw really bad reviews about that. I might have said it earlier, but there's so much alcohol on this side of the park. So if you're ever here on this side, if you see little yellow cups, that's alcohol. And I really have to be cautious of me eating right now because I only want to ride roller coasters next, so I don't want to have any belly aches. Time to redeem this. The wait right now is like it's 60 minutes, so I'm just gonna scan this in and then go on inside. Hi.
Thank you.
Cool, thank you.
Human, break me out of this glass prison, and I promise not to destroy you.
Remember, if you see a scary creature, scream real loud and look delicious.
I think I might have found the most quiet part of the park that I've been to all day. This is so great, but just picked up another food item that was on my list. We have this celestial chocolate churro and it's giving Dubai chocolate. I found, this is the spot I'm at, by the way, if anyone ever wants to look for it. There's like Hollywood Studios there and then this theater and then all these like little benches and cheers. This is so good. It's like a regular churro. I'm gonna try to put some more pistachio cream. There's like pistachios, other crunchy stuff, chocolate. This just made my whole day. I was getting really, really tired earlier on and having a hard time getting through, but I rode Guardians of the Galaxy, screamed so much, made some friends, and now this churro. It's everything. I'm gonna fill up on water and then my goal is to go back to Disneyland to take some pictures and then I'm gonna come back into here to ride some rides and like rest my belly. There's a ube waffle I really want to try that's on my list and a coffee and a bread pudding. So all sweet stuff. I'm gonna have like a sugar attack and then I have one savory thing I want on the Disneyland side later on. So I'll bring y'all for all of it. This is like the ride we all wait for the fall. It's the Haunted Mansion and they change it up a little bit, so it's different than the regular time that it's out. I'm just gonna wait here until my lightning pass is good and then take you guys with me. This one I'm a little scared to ride by myself because when I was growing up, I also had an irrational fear that all the ghosts would be real. So let's hope that none of the ghosts come for me. I might have to call Tom on the ride if I get really, really scared. I've just been like taking it easy and trying not to think about it too much because I get a little scared by myself and I'm a little scared of the dark. We're back. Just finished my 4th ride and now I just got another holiday food that was on my list, so I'll show it to you guys. Chili corn dog moment with like crema and I think some like fried onions or something. This is really good. I think this one might be one of my favorite foods I ate today. I don't know if I'll finish it, but this is so good. This is Cars Land OMG. She's also decorated and so cute. This is for sure one of my favorite parts of all of this park. Like, I'm so obsessed with her. There is so much to see here and there are some rides on this side, but I'm looking for a ride in the back and I hope they let me go by myself as a single rider, but really cute. This is like when you're in high school in California, your high school will take you to Disneyland and Universal Studios and Magic Mountain. And when I was in high school, they took us to Disneyland and all those places, and they closed this side of the park and they made it into like a little club. So whenever I'm on this side of the park, it reminds me of when we were like dancing here and just having a really good time. I know a lot of people eat here at Cozy Cone. Never been, but it's so busy. It's like a random Wednesday, but I love it. I've always wanted to try stuff here, so might have to add that to my list. This has really turned into a food vlog though, so that's crazy. But yeah, each cone has like a different food. So there's like an ice cream I kind of want to try here, but debating on it. I know this has been quite a chaotic vlog, but if you're enjoying it, make sure to leave a like, make sure to let me know, and to subscribe to Tom's channel. I am having so much fun doing this. It's literally making me think, should I make a Disney page? The wait for this ride right now is 2 hours if you're in the standby line. I'm in single rider, so prayers that it's better, but I think it's still gonna be quite a long wait. That's one of my favorite rides, so I have to make it happen.
I'm feeling a lot of love, man.
Probably just a bad spark plug, hippie.
Welcome to Race Day.
And Radiator Springs.
Champion needs speed.
And style.
Luigi, give our friend your best.
I'm still here on this side of the park. I almost got trapped on the Cars ride. It was so much fun, but I was literally trapped. Lights on the ears, so you know it's getting late. I'm gonna go, I think I have room in my belly for one more coffee and one more treat. So I'm gonna go over this bridge to San Francisco, and I've actually never walked on this side before. I must have been here so many times, but never ever have I walked over this bridge. So this will be a first time for all of us. And of course, you guys know I'm from the Bay Area, so for it to remind me of San Francisco just a little bit is really, really special. We got a cinnamon apple cold brew. I think the foam is cinnamon apple and it has like this dust. I like that. I like that a lot. I like the little dust too. It adds a little layer. Oh my god, iedereen. Dat was een geweldige dag. That was so much fun. I ended up not going back to Disneyland because I think I had too much caffeine and too much fun. So I'm actually gonna go home. But before we end, I just want to say thanks so much for being at Disney with me. This was a blast to go during Halloween time. And I'm just so happy that we got to do it together. And now, look who's here to check in.
Hallo iedereen! Ja hoor, daar is die op je beeldscherm, door een ander beeldscherm. Ik ben lekker thuis, vandaag lekker gewerkt. Ja, ik moet heel eerlijk zeggen, ik ben super blij dat ik niet mee was in Disneyland, want ik heb er helemaal niks mee. Dus ik vind het helemaal prima om lekker gewoon thuis aan de slag te zijn. En ja, het scheelt mij weer 20.000 stappen en een hoop Mickey Mouse oren. Maar ja, ik vind het heel leuk dat Sam het heeft gefilmd. Ik ben vooral heel benieuwd om het allemaal te zien, want ik mag het gaan editen. En ik ben heel benieuwd wat jullie ervan vinden. Dus laat het zeker even weten in de comments of jullie meer video's willen zien van Sam. En ja, dan gaan we dat gaan regelen. Dankjewel voor het kijken jongens en tot de volgende. Tot later.
Tot de volgende keer.